Good evening and welcome to your Thursday, July 4, 2024 edition of the Evening News. I am Jemima Holmes. Thank you for joining us. Let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. Success Elementary student tops NGSA 2024 with 503.34 marks. US $41.2 million food processing facility to be developed in Region 3. JAGDEO hints at probe into NIGEL HUGHES' involvement in 2016 oil contract. Government to soon meet with CGX to discuss way forward on CORENTYNE block, and East CANJE man missing, his bicycle found abandoned in BACKDAM. Now for the news in detail. We begin tonight's newscast with the results of this year's National Grade 6 Assessment, which saw a student from the Success Elementary School from the East Bank of Demerara securing the top position. Alicia Scheller will be among the 194 students who will be attending Queen's College in the new school term come September. Trishelle Sobers has this story.
Alicia Scheller of Success Elementary School on the East Bank of Demerara has topped this year's National Grade 6 Assessment, NGSA. She earned 503.34 marks, securing a place at Queen's College. The highest attainable mark this year was 504.24. Scheller was not present to celebrate with her peers during the ceremonious NGSA results announcement on Thursday, which was held at the Arthur Chung Conference Center. Meanwhile, obtaining the second highest mark of 503.27 was Kaya Daniels of Green Acres Primary, while Lucas Spooner of Mays Under 12 Primary copped the third position with a score of 502.44. They too were offered a place at the prestigious Queen's College. Beaming with excitement, Danielle shared that she aspires to be a scientist. In fact, when questioned about her preparations, the high achiever shared that she used every chance to read and study. Her mother, Melissa Agar, shared similar sentiments.
To reach my goal to go to Queen's College and go in the top 10 of the country, I had to study for long hours, and I use sources such as Guyana Learning Channel, QuizMe, and the education website.
As she said, we both are in this belief, and also, as she mentioned earlier, she wrote a book. So whilst preparing for NGSA, she was also writing a book, and I'm so proud of her. I'm happy that you were able to accomplish both of this in this one momentum.
Meanwhile, standing alongside other top students in the bracket, Lucas Spooner told the media that he was, quote, confident about the examination, end quote. Commenting on transitioning from primary to secondary level, he sought to encourage this year's NGSA students to face the challenge head-on.
Transitioning is just a different school, and like a different structure, and there'll be different teachers, but that's really it. Hard work pays off, and study more, work harder.
In fourth position was Skylar Gopal of Mays Under 12 Primary. Fifth position was copped by Jaying Kasoon from Marian Academy, while Kaylee Ramatar of Academy of Excellence holds sixth position. Young Kaylee noted that she was keen to do all her homework and studied extensively. However, her parents and teachers played a crucial role in her attaining a post amongst the top 10 in the country.
I use the social studies made easy and the science made easy.
In your performance, what would you say made you succeed?
My parents and my teacher and my little brother.
A total of 15,285 pupils wrote this year's NGSA on May 2 and 3. The pupils were tested in English language, mathematics, social studies, and science. The cutoff marks were 495.45 for Queen's College, 492.62 for Bishop's High School, 490.49 for St. Stanislaus College, 487.44 for St. Rose's High School, 484.5 for St. Joseph High School, and 480.12 for President's College, which some 66 students have been deemed eligible to attend. Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
Positive trends have been recorded for mathematics, English language, and social studies at the National Grade 6 assessment, while the science recorded a slight decline. A breakdown of the country's performance was provided by the Director of Operations Examination Services at the Caribbean Examinations Council, Dr. Nicole Manny. Trishel Sobers joins us again with the details.
Director of Operations Examination Services at the Caribbean Examinations Council CXC, Dr. Nicole Manny, has revealed that the overall pass rate for English language was 66.79% when compared to 64.47% in 2023. The pass rate for mathematics was 40.36% this year, another upward trend from last year's 38.87%.
Now, pleasing for us is the increase for mathematics. And this is important, not only to Guyana, but to CXC, because it is something that, as a region, we struggle with. And so it's important to see this 40.36%, over 40% receiving, earning 50% and above. And this is the highest over the last 5 years.
Social Studies recorded a pass rate of 62.88%. Last year, the pass rate was 58.57%. These results represent students who scored 50% and above at this year's National Grade 6 assessment, which were written by over 15,000 students. Meanwhile, there was a slight decline in the pass rate of science. Though the exact percentage was not released, the pass rate last year was 55.11%. Moreover, the CXU official noted that this year, females performed better than males across the various subject areas. On the other hand, Education Minister Priya Manikchand said there is now a need for sustained improvement in performances at these exams.
What we have to do in the ministries work to make sure we're seeing consistent, sustained improvement in the teaching learning process, supported by materials, so that we can see movement up that scale. That would include, one, teachers who know what they're doing, so both those at the level of the college who are being trained and how they're being trained, as well as retraining of teachers. Two, the provision of resources like textbooks and other manipulables that children might need to have. Three, and I think more importantly, would be the supervision of how that happens, and the monitoring and evaluation. And that's perhaps one of the things we need to dedicate attention and resources to in the ministry. Teachers stand in front of the classroom and teach their hearts out. But I think how we are measuring whether that teaching is effective, not only from classroom to classroom, but centrally from the ministry, is perhaps where we need to strengthen more.
Trishel Sobers, Evening News.
The Power Producers and Distributors Incorporated is embarking on an overhaul of some of its systems at Garden of Eden used to generate power, including the replacement of as much as 16 radiators. Gerald Bryan tells us more.
Power Producers and Distributors Incorporated, PPDI, has the crucial task of managing the generators that provide power to the Guyana Power and Light interconnected grid. According to a tender that was sent out by the PPDI, they are looking to overhaul parts of their Garden of Eden power plant on the East Bank. According to the scope of works, the contractor will have to replace 16 radiators. The contract also involves extensive infrastructural work. This includes excavating the area to extend it, clearing the area for civil works, and installing new catwalks. Electrical and mechanical engineering works will also have to be done at the location. GPL currently generates over 200 megawatts of power with the recent addition of the power ship at Everton in Berbice. But with the demand for power expected to grow to 232 megawatts, the power company is acutely aware of the need to increase power. Guyana is currently pursuing various avenues to fix GPL's woes in the medium and long term. One long-term solution is the 300 megawatt gas-to-energy project, which comes online next year. Joe O'Brien, The Evening News.
The private sector continues to respond positively to the 25 by 2025 vision being pushed by President Dr. Irfan Ali, with Guy IMEX International, a private sector player in the local agro-processing sector, announcing plans to build a US $41.2 million food production and storage facility in Guyana. Here is Gerald Bryan again with the details.
The 25 by 2025 initiative calls for the Caribbean community, CARICOM, to slash food imports by 25% by 2025. One of the latest private sector players to answer this call is a local company by the name of Guy IMEX. The company has announced plans to build an over US $41 million food production and storage facility in Region 3, with the first phase of the project expected to cost US $13.2 million. According to Guy IMEX CEO Charles Sahadat, the facility will include advanced hydroponics that will produce food for local and regional markets. It will have the added benefits of helping to reduce food imports and meet growing market demands. There will also be advanced food storage solutions, ensuring longevity of produce. The company will meanwhile be participating in the upcoming Caribbean Investment Forum. The Caribbean Investment Forum, slated to last from July 10 to 12, will be held at the Artichon Conference Center. Its main thematic areas are sustainable agriculture, transition to a green economy, and digitalization of business. Gerald Bryan, The Evening News.
Coming up, East CANJE man missing, his bicycle found abandoned in BACKDAM, and first legal conference on criminal justice reform to be hosted in Guyana next week. Do stay with us. More news ahead.
Premier insurance coverage for less. Stay safe. Premier insurance coverage for less. Stay safe.
Calling all small to large scale businesses, the International Building Expo 2024 is coming to the National Stadium from August 8th to 11th, 2024. Whether you're a small business or a major player, there's a package for you starting as low as $20,000. Network with industry leaders, boost your brand visibility, and generate high quality sales leads. Register now at www.buildingexpo.gy. That's www.buildingexpo.gy, or call 592-635-1103 or 592-635-1104.
Oh no, welcome to Building Expo. Yeah.
Guys, I think I'm in love. Wow.
Yeah, I was looking at you too.
What? What are you talking about? I'm in the tiles. Where did you get them?
Oh, Mima Decor, obviously the best tile store in Guyana. Come, let me take you there.
My kitchen, my bathroom, my floors. Mima Decor has everything. And the prices are great too.
So, yeah, I want to have a date now.
We can build on that.
Join us for our opening day at the prestigious Art Williams and Harry Wendt Aeronautical Engineering School on July 12th at 10 a.m. at the Eugene F. Correa International Airport. Experience firsthand the excitement of our workshops. Gain insights from industry experts. Enroll now and graduate with an associate's degree in aircraft maintenance engineering. Call us on telephone numbers 222-2155 or visit our website at aesguyana.net.
GCOM is currently conducting a claims and objections exercise to produce an official list of electors, OLE. GCOM has posted the preliminary list of electors, PLE, in all of the registration divisions across Guyana for you to check if you are listed, and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. If you are 18 years or over by June 30, 2024, and you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. If you are eligible for inclusion position in the OLE, you are required to apply for registration if your name is not in the PLE, apply for a transfer if you have changed your address since you were registered, apply for a name change if you have changed your name, or apply for a correction if your registration particulars are incorrect. Any person whose information on the PLE is incorrect can apply for such information to be changed or corrected. Any person applying for a change or correction to his or her particulars must provide the relevant original source document, birth certificate and deed poll for a name change by deed poll, marriage certificate and ID card for a name change by marriage, divorce absolute in the case of a woman who is desirous of reverting to her maiden name from her married name, birth certificate, adoption or naturalization certificate for correction of minor clerical errors. Visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to conduct any of those transactions. The claims aspect of this exercise will end on Monday, July 15, 2024. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0278-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
Welcome back. You're watching the evening news. Family members are fearing the worst and are calling on authorities to intensify their search for a man who has been missing for more than 2 weeks. Andrew Carmichael reports that the missing man's bicycle was recently found abandoned in a BACKDAM. Here are the details.
56-year-old Deochan Roy, who lived alone at Betsy Groundy's CANJE Berbice, was reportedly last seen on June 18th. The cane harvester had left home to go pick Corilla some 8 miles into the BACKDAM of the same village. According to a neighbor, Jennifer Ramesh, on the evening of June 17th, he told her that he was leaving the following morning and reportedly left with another neighbor, Amanda called Jugneck. Family members say the neighbor reportedly returned after lunch on the same day, but the cane harvester never returned home. Ramesh said it was only 3 days later that she realized that Rai never returned home, and as such she contacted his family. His son, Krishnarayan Rai, said a search party which consists of more than 24 men went into the BACKDAM but came up empty-handed. The party searched for 5 days. However, the younger Rai said that last Thursday they found his father's bicycle in the BACKDAM.
For the time is at the place where you go and find my bicycle, I don't believe my father is alive. Because it's a very tall distance from where the bicycle is. And the man, only how the man has left so long ago if he go in the bush. And if the man go in the bush, as you can see all the clothes wash and hang up, you just go walk on the chain side in the house till now. That work you just go do in the bush. And if you go in the bush, you just come and tell me, say you go spend 1 2 months or 1 3 months in the bush. And when you reach there, he just give me the boss number, he just give me phone number, so he just call me, he just give me the boss man number. And like every week after, 2 weeks after, just make a call and make sure that everything is all right today.
Police have questioned one man, but family members are not satisfied with the efforts being made by law enforcement personnel.
They got to find my husband. Regards how them find it, regards how you find it, but we just want to find. That's we need. We want to find. We need justice.
The family says they need the police support to have closure. Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
The Guyana government could possibly investigate the involvement of newly elected Alliance for Change leader Nigel Hughes in the negotiations of the 2016 oil contract with ExxonMobil, following the emergence of evidence that points to blatant conflict of interest. Find out more in this Vanu Manikchand report.
The 2016 contract for the Stabroek Block was negotiated and signed under the APNU-AFC government, led by then Natural Resources Minister Raphael Trotman, who was also AFC leader at the time. There were claims of conflict of interest between Trotman and Nigel Hughes, who was also the AFC chairman at the time, while his law firm, Hughes, Fields and Stobie, represented ExxonMobil and its co-venturers during those negotiations. While Hughes had denied that there were any conflicts since he had already resigned from the party, Vice President Dr. Bart JAGDEO, during a press conference on Thursday, highlighted new details emerging from reports done back then that contradict this.
In the period from May 2015, when Nigel Hughes was still chairman of the party, the negotiations started, because Exxon, their own report said that Exxon sent this document over proposing a timeline and the sets of issues to be negotiated that will eventually be the PSA. So Nigel Hughes lied about this when asked by Global Witness. He said to Global Witness, "Oh, I was not Exxon lawyer when Trotman was minister." But it wasn't true. 11 months after Trotman became a minister, that's when he resigned. So here is the chairman of the party, in fact, the general secretary of the party, negotiating with Exxon, and the chairman of the party is Exxon's lawyer.
Based on these revelations, JAGDEO hinted at the possibility of an investigation into the negotiations.
This may necessitate a formal, depending on how that matters, a formal investigation into all these matters. I'm making it clear today. I'm making it clear. We did not. There are lots of politically exposed people. He was politically exposed, as he correctly pointed out. His wife is a member of parliament. And therefore, but we did not, it was not an issue because we didn't want to. He would have said, "Oh, we're discriminating against Nigel Hughes. We're saying now, why couldn't he earn a living?" That's their first thing, earn a living in Guyana. Well, all along he was doing this. What changed is now he has gone to the FC. I think it's the best thing for us that he is the leader of the FC.
Since his election to the AFC leadership, Hughes has been embroiled in controversy over his professional and political careers. This was further compounded when he told a local online news agency that he would continue to defend his client's interest against Guyana and would only leave the law firm if he is elected president of the country. But JAGDEO argues that politicians often have to put national interest above their personal benefit.
I did not want to return to politics in Guyana. I had started a pretty lucrative career in the period after I left office. I returned to it and I lost for it. But people, sometimes you have to forego the private benefits, money basically, and to when national interest calls you. Nigel Hughes, knowing him, he will not want to resign. He is like that. He would want to collect the money and still be leader of the AFC. And a conflict of interest would not bother him at all.
Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manikchand.
Vanu Manikchand joins us again to report that the Guyana government will soon be meeting with representatives of Canada-based CGX to discuss the way forward regarding the company's development of the CORENTYNE block. Here is more.
There's a meeting slated with CGX for Friday of this week, at which we will have a discussion with them, and then a cabinet paper will be presented to determine how we deal with that matter.
That was Vice President Dr. Bart JAGDEO on Thursday addressing a news conference. Last week, CGX had announced that it has submitted a notice of potential commercial interest for the Wee-1 discovery to the Guyana government, which preserves its interest in the CORENTYNE block license that it co-owns with majority partner Frontier Energy Incorporation. However, that move is seen as a last-ditch effort by the Canadian-based joint venture partners to avoid having to relinquish its acreage in the block, and Vice President JAGDEO has already made it clear last week that the Guyana government will not be played by the oil companies. CGX has already had to give up 2 other blocks offshore Guyana, along with parts of the CORENTYNE block, after failing to develop them as per its agreement with the Guyana government. The Vice President president's harsh position with the Canadian-based company comes on the heels of it delaying the completion of the Berbice Deepwater Port project that is being built off the Berbice River in Region 6. Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manakchand.
The Government of Guyana, through the Attorney General's Chambers and Ministry of Legal Affairs, in collaboration with the Caribbean Court of Justice Academy for Law, will be hosting the first legal conference on criminal justice reform on July 10 to 11, 2024, at the Guyana Marriott Hotel, Georgetown. So far, over 250 persons have registered to participate in this significant event, which will also be attended by several dignitaries, including Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Patricia Scotland, as well as legal professionals from across the Caribbean. Guyana's Attorney General Anil Nadlal has given some insights on what persons can expect from this major event.
This law conference is part of the IDB-funded Support for Criminal Justice project currently being executed by the Ministry of Legal Affairs. Some of the thematic issues that the conference will address will be as follows: eliminating case backlog, plea bargaining, children's court experience, the role and impact of the Public Defender's Office in a modern criminal justice system, the voice of the victim of crimes, and the use and value of victim impact statements, a case for sentencing guidelines, out with the old and in with the new, transitioning from preliminary inquiries and paper committals to sufficiency hearings, implementing a code for prosecutors, dealing with DNA evidence in court, the benefits of judge-alone trial, towards a new sentencing policy, the role of restorative justice in the criminal justice system, shifting the culture of punishment, restorative justice, pursuing a career in the practice of criminal law, delaying justice is denying justice, abuse of process in the criminal justice system and available remedies, the art of fact-finding, and the Needham's Point Declaration. These are some of the important themes that will be interrogated, discussed, and examined by the legal experts who will be attending this conference.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge is expected to be closed to vehicular traffic on Friday, July 5, 2024 at 3 hours 30 for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is expected to be closed to vehicular traffic on Friday, July 5, 2024 at 16 hours 35 for a period of 1.5 hours.
Archibald Abrams qualify for Olympics and bowlers toil as Windies warm up head into day 2. Details of these stories and more coming up in the Sportcast, sponsored by MacCorp.
Join us for our opening day at the prestigious Art Williams and Harvey Wendt Aeronautical Engineering School on July 12th at 10 a.m. at the Eugene F. Correa International Airport. Experience firsthand the excitement of our workshops. Gain insights from industry experts. Enroll now and graduate with an associate's degree in aircraft maintenance engineering. Call us on telephone numbers 222-2155 or visit our website at aesguyana.net.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint Original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.
Miners, welders, and contractors. Have broken parts caused you tremendous downtime? Do you need an extra heavy-duty, dependable welding machine that will get the toughest jobs done and can also double as a generator to power all of your tools? Well, your #1 industrial solutions provider Sylvies has you covered. We currently have in stock the Hobart Champion Elite Arc Welder and Generator. This capable electric start generator produces up to 11,000 watts of AC power to run tools, work lights, or backup power during an outage. It can simultaneously deliver 150 amps weld output and 8,000 watts of generator power and can run up to 14 hours on one 12-gallon tank of gas. This portable generator handles mild steel, stainless steel, and cast iron with a maximum thickness of ½ inch in a single pass. So what are you waiting for? If you can't make it to our 31 High and Hatfield Streets Georgetown location, we can deliver. Give us a call on 227-6226 or WhatsApp us on 623-7755 or visit our website sylviesonline.com. Sylvies Industrial Solution, proudly serving Guyana for over 4 decades.
In today's tough driving conditions, every engine faces 3 powerful enemies: engine heat, pollutants, and frequent short trips. Each factor is a direct cause of engine sludge, a buildup of dirt that can block vital oilways. This triple threat demands triple protection. Castrol GTX's Triple Protect Power is engineered to fight these 3 main causes of engine sludge.
Calling all small to large scale businesses, the International Building Expo 2024 is coming to the National Stadium from August 8th to 11th, 2024. Whether you're a small business or a major player, there's a package for you starting as low as $20,000. Network with industry leaders, boost your brand visibility, and generate high quality sales leads. Register now at www.buildingexpo.gy. That's www.buildingexpo.gy or call 592-635-1103.